I've referred to coloured pencils as magic wands for a long time because to me they are incredible, the way that you can just wave them at paper and something fabulous can happen. I love coloured pencils, and I now have 2 new sets of magic wands to share with you. We have the Flora set, which has all of these gorgeous bright colours in it. Everything is named after flowers. And we have the Pharaoh set, which has 2 metallics plus your neutrals and a selection of gorgeous, rich, vivid brights as well. And they extend the colour universe of my existing magic wands. We also have the skincare collection, which has all of these beautiful portrait specific colours, in addition to the original 24 set of magic wands. So that gives us 96 colours to play with. So let's get all of the colours into rainbow formation so I can show you the full gorgeous spectrum and all of the unique colours, and then we can have a look at the beautiful colours that are just in the 2 new sets. So we have our metallics. We're going to skip the whites, we'll do them later. There are 3 different blacks. There's a beautiful spectrum of neutrals that we can use for skin tones and adding life to skin tones, and all the beautiful yellows, purples, lots and lots and lots of purples, the blues ranging from deep ink through to beautiful turquoises, and then going into the luscious greens. There's a colour for just about everything. And the whites, there are 3 whites in my collections, and they're all slightly different tones and different intensities of pigments, so they give you even more variety. So if you felt like you needed an excuse to get these new sets, there you have it. It's all new colours to add to the colours you already have. Let's have a closer look at the Flora set. This is the beautiful tin on the front. I've left it fairly clear of too much text so that you can put other things inside it if you want to. And then on the back, you've got all of the colour names as a reference. And it just looks very, very beautiful. And to show you the intensity of the colour and the lovely creaminess and fulsome lay down of the pencils themselves, I've got this swatch chart that I've created, and I had already put in just a little light wash scribble really of colour. And then I'm coming back in as you're watching so you can see the colour build up and the full intensity of each colour. And you can see the effect of just a sketchy look or an intense look. The colours, as I said, are all named after flowers like honeysuckle, daffodil, sweet pea, poppy, tulip, red rose, peony, clematis, carnation, phlox, foxglove, beautyberry, one of my favourites in this set, pansy, bellflower, petunia, gentian, impatiens, delphinium, forget-me-not, love in a mist. That is a gorgeous turquoisey green. Catnip is this beautiful emerald. I feel like I can relax a little bit now, not rattle off all the names. Here is bee balm, and these 4 last greens aren't really named for the colour of the flower. They're more named for the colour of the plant itself, of the leaves. So this is feverfew, and the last colour is echinacea. The Flora set is a full spectrum rainbow. Now let's open the rich Pharaoh set of magic wands. Again, on the paper here, I've put down a medium wash of colour, and then I'm going to come over it again and just give you that full lay down so you can see what it looks like when you've done a couple of passes of each of the colours. The 2 metallics are Dynasty and King Tut, a silver and a gold. Always metallics really shine on a darker paper, or it doesn't have to just generally be black. It can be any coloured paper. That's where they really sing their song. We've got Mummy, which is a lovely grey, Ma'at, which is white, Anubis is black, the jackal-headed god. I am just entranced by ancient Egypt in general, and so we've got a combination of all sorts of different things. Karnak, which I visited, it was amazing. Thoth, who was the god of wisdom. Luxor, an ancient city. Sekhmet, the lion head goddess. Pyramid, Sphinx, Nefertiti. I'm sure some of these words you've heard of. Even if you're not an ancient Egyptophile like myself, then I think we still know a lot of these words. Ra is a sun god. Seti was a very famous, wise pharaoh. He used to be sculpted with huge ears to say that he was listening to his people. Hatshepsut, who was a female pharaoh, is that beautiful, vibrant watermelon pink. Ramses, another wonderful pharaoh. And I say a wonderful pharaoh like I knew him. I've just read books about him. Cleopatra is that beautiful purple. I was thinking of Elizabeth Taylor's eyes, I'll be honest. Bastet is the sacred cat. Nuit is the French word for night, and it's derived from an ancient Egyptian goddess, Nut. Nui turned into a Nui over time, and she appears in many temples arching over the top on the roof. Her dress always with this beautiful dark blue that has life in it and gold stars because she's the night. I named this beautiful cyan blue Hathor. She's the cow-headed goddess for ancient Egyptians, and there's an incredible temple called Dendara, and this color is everywhere, and the whole temple is dedicated to her. One of the most amazing experiences of my life, standing in there and seeing those ancient colors that have been applied thousands of years ago, still there to this day. Scarab, Osiris, the Nile. These are more earthy greens than we have in the flora set, and they round out the lovely verdant greens. And I made a mistake when I was lining up my swatches, which does annoy me because I like things in rainbow order. Dendara should be sitting up there in between Nui and Hathor. But it is where it is, and it looks beautiful. So they are the beautiful new magic wands and how they fit in within the spectrum of magic wandism across my different collections. And I've done their little livery in a slightly different way so that you can tell they're part of the new era, the new collection. All of these gorgeous pencils are available at janedavenport.com.